Hey, I'm Max. Let's make a camera rig. For a while over a year, I've been using this Sony a7C Mark II. It's kinda efficient, but not fun at all. So when I found out a Panasonic camera called EVA 1, come on, a Japanese camera made in the 2000s called EVA 1? And it's dirt cheap, so I jumped the gun. Jokes aside, it's a beast with all the bells and whistles one could wish from a proper Cinecam. Super 35, 4K 60, 10-bit 422 long op, and an internal ND with that price. Well, aside from the autofocus, we don't talk about that here. Also with the EF mount, there's just so many fun lenses, like this handmade PVC pipe macro lens thingy. And for some reason, Panasonic decided to give it a droppable IR filter, which with the IR Chrome installed, you can make the trees to look like cotton candy. That's fun, I guess. Those I would call fun. So I'm gonna give it a custom rig using 3D printing, while adding stuff like V-mount battery, follow focus, and somehow make a way to attach the rectangular filters, and also give a bigger and brighter screen while we are at it. Before modeling anything, we need some anchor points. What I mean by that is we do not have to print everything, right? Like using 15mm aluminum rods and V-mount quick release. To figure out the shoulder pads, I just put a sponge to the bottom. And for the hand grips, I got some random quick release hot shoe gimbal thingy that stuck some plastic to it. Then all I need to do is put it on my shoulder, move around, and have a taste of the balance. Then we can start the modification by 3D scanning. It's kind of an art on its own when using a 3D scanner. What I've learned by using almost a dozen of them is the newer the model the better, and there is almost no such thing as bang for the buck when choosing a scanner. You get what you pay for. For this project I used a Einstein Original from Shining 3D. It's a decent little all-in-one model with lasers and infrared. I scanned pretty much everything off the camera, including myself, since human shoulders aren't exactly straight, right? And also the angle is kind of like a three-dimensional thingy with a twist in the middle, like a Pringles chip. With all the anchors anchored and the scans scanned, I can easily model what I wanted for the camera, such as a fitting shoulder pad, a balanced top grip with hinge connectors for the monitor, a matte box with a slot for the rectangular filters, and a double grip with a place to attach a focus wheel. For the test prints, I used grey ABS, cause they were kinda tough and kinda easy to print, but for the shoulder pad piece, I used PBA Aero with a high temperature to make it softer for better cushioning against my shoulders. Attach the grips, put on the wheel, then can have a feel for the build. Well, it's good. More than good actually. Everything felt nice but the grips. So hand grips it is, with some clay and some rigorous finger and hand actions.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding.
After drying and scanning, retouple, or in the CAD terms, reverse engineering into some splines, X-nerves into surfaces, then some grip models, the whole modeling session is finally finished. For the final print, I mainly used metal colored ABS for the looks, but for the matte box, well, it kind of needed to be matte, right? I then just used black and sprayed it flat. At this point, this little rig is finished for the EVA 1. Of course, it's never gonna compete with any professional rigs that using the Hollywood or something, but as a concept of a customizable 3D printable rig for me, myself, I called it sufficient. Well, this little project was started as you can call as a cosplay of a real rig. I have fun, tons of fun, and that's what counts, right?